but we got to explain. So you're in a hotel right now in Edmonton. You're with the stars up there. You're in a bubble. What, give me the day-to-day of bubble life, like especially kind of how y'all checked in, and then what does a day look like?
Yeah, it's definitely definitely a little bit Groundhog Day-ish. So when we checked in, which seems like years ago, it was about 5 weeks and a couple of days ago. That was back July 26th.
Mm-hmm.
And initially it was 12 teams coming to the bubble for this Western Conference playoff. And that's actually been one of the more interesting things to me, is seeing in the past 5 weeks, you're literally seeing the playoff race thin as teams move out.
Huh.
It was 12 teams that came here. And after every round, after eliminations, teams are literally packing up, moving out of the hotel. And now restaurants, lobby, elevators is just emptier than it was a couple weeks ago. So it's cool to be in the playoff race in that regards. But in terms of day-to-day, it's a good setup. We're connected to the arena here just via Skybridge, so everything's really self-contained. Initially, when it was 12 teams here, we were busing out to a practice rink about a half hour away. But now there's only 4 teams here, so everything's in this complex. It's very self-sufficient right now. There's restaurants, food trucks, little outdoor area, game rink, hotel. So you're really staying within like half-mile radius at all times, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Well, considering the heat index, I think in BCS today is like 110. What's the weather like up there?
That's actually, yesterday was kind of the first cold day. We woke up and it was like gray skies, super windy, and it was like 39 degrees at like 7 a.m.
Wow.
And just walking outside to get coffee was frigid for me because I'm Texan, but
Right.
Today's like 60s. But looking at the forecast and talking to people here, when August ends, like summer's over, and they have snow in late September. So they're all like, this is their couple weeks of fall right here, which for me is cold, but I love it.
Yeah. Did you pack accordingly?
No, I didn't. I was texting a friend today, like, that you might have to go by my apartment and ship me a coat, because I didn't anticipate this at all.
Oh, that's
which
crazy.
I probably should have.
That's
you got to believe,
hockey,
man.
It's
right,
hockey in the summer, man. It's hockey in the summer. So, how long or how many times are you having to like get tested? And I know they've talked a lot too about in between the games, y'all have the players suite. I mean, it seems like you're getting to kind of interact with the guys a lot. How much, what has that experience been like for you?
Yeah, that's been cool. In terms of testing, we're tested every day, which now just feels like a regular part of the day.
Pull up the nose and everything?
It alternates every other day between nose and throat. So
okay.
Today was a throat day, even numbered days or nose days. So it's
like
very,
a workout.
Yeah, no kidding. It's very routine though. They keep it moving. They get everyone through. So that's been really it feels like a part of the day now. But then in terms of facilities, we're like, I'm definitely in it with the team in terms of, we have one team lounge where everyone eats meals, hangs out. We have a team suite over at the arena where we can watch other games. It's very, very compact, which is fun. I like that.
Yeah. I know. Again, I'm pulling from the podcast.
Right.
Who's the best ping pong player?
It's John Klingberg.
Really?
I would say, but there's like some competition for the top spot. I'm not in the running at all. I love playing ping pong, and I've played many hours here, but I kind of do it at odd times when the room's not full, so I'm not really judged.
Yeah. Who have you beaten? Let's just go with that.
I have a big time rivalry going with our director of PR, Tom Holy.
Yeah.
I point there because he's my room neighbor. We play a lot. I've played Klingberg, and I have to tell you, he's the best player on the team. It really elevates your game when you play someone that good, and then play someone your skill level after, if that makes sense.
Okay. It's like swinging with a donut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it ups your game so that you're better going forward, but you look terrible when you play someone as good as him.
As iron sharpens iron, so does John Klingberg's ping pong game sharpens Jeff.
That's it. Exactly.
Now the question is, does it ever get boring when you guys are there?
Yeah, there's definitely no one really wants off days at this point. I think guys would almost play every day if it wasn't such a physical grind, if that makes sense. We had unanticipated off days earlier this week with all the strike, boycott, games off. So that was having actually no games, no plans. That was weird. And that was kind of just days you had to kill time.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Didn't y'all get to go out to a Canadian football stadium and goof around like that? It seemed like such a weird playpen because it just seemed like here's a bunch of balls, like go have fun. What was that like?
We've done that twice now, and I think we'll do it. They're trying to do it weekly. It's a bit tough with the schedule, but it really feels like a sixth grade field trip where you all get on the bus. It pulls up to a stadium. They just like let you out, and there's footballs, baseballs, spike ball, just spread out on this massive football field, and everyone kind of groups up and picks teams and play for a couple hours, and then get on the bus, get Gatorades, and go back. It was fun. It was a blast, and those days were like 70s and breezy and just perfect. So
Does it kind of? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing here is like you can go multiple days in a row without going outside at all because of the sky bridge and everything's self-contained. So those days were really nice just to get